Hello, Internet Nation. It's your boy, Guzma, here, back at it again. So, I didn't want to record today's video until. Yes, I am going to leave it at that. I didn't want to record today's video until Hanako gets here because I wanted to, do a nice little cute recap about manifesting what I wanted for my birthday. But it can't be that simple because this is me we're talking about, and the universe still has lessons that I need to learn, acknowledge some bullshit. Some bullshit. That's sign language for bullshit, by the way. But so I guess I'm just going to talk about how I feel and not pull up. My thoughts will probably offend you, where you either get the option of cleavage or forehead. I ain't got no cleavage, so you guys are going to have to deal with forehead. Well, I have a little cleavage. Well, what is considered cleavage? Is cleavage just like that? Like just boob on boob action? Or is that considered cleavage too? I'm not sure. I've never concerned myself with bosoms that frequently because they make me very uncomfortable. The idea of them on my chest makes me very uncomfortable, so I never contemplated what isn't cleavage. I've only contemplated the fact that sometimes I would like some cleavage and sometimes I would like no tits at all. But so yeah, I wanted to talk because it's my birthday, and part of me is also so if Hanako doesn't appear today, that's a whole nother day of being anxious and whatnot. And I'm slowly becoming less anxious. I just got off the phone, and by just, I mean 10 minutes ago. I don't know. I got off the phone, took pictures of myself, and then went to the bathroom. And now we're here. So, I just got off the phone with a DHL worker. I had them sign a release, kind of, because the website wasn't giving me the option to sign a release. Probably, I don't know what the limitations are for when you're the original poster, because basically I just have the tracking number. It's going to me, but it's not under my information. I've been trying to set up text alerts, and that has failed miserably. I don't know if it's sending Kim. Let's call them Kim because that's their name. I don't know if it's sending Kim fucking notifications every time I struggle to sign myself up for text alerts. Let me not have this faceplate face down on my sticky table. I just realized that. My poor Kirishima. Treat your toys with respect, y'all. But anyway, so yeah, I got off the phone with them. They had to confirm that the address, my address, and I mean they didn't say there's any problem with the address that I gave them, so I assume the address is correct. And everything should be lined up. Hanako should be here sometime today or tomorrow, probably today. I would find it kind of funny if the universe was yeah, I understand how DHL usually works, and they usually deliver the day before the ETA, or I guess it technically is still the ETA if you consider Japan time, because it is the 20th in Japan right now. And yeah, so everything should be fine. I neglected to get an update, which is okay, I guess. Now I don't have to worry compulsively about being in that cold room to wait and see what actually visually see when they show up, because it's cold outside of this room and I don't want to put on pants. I don't need to put pants on to leave the room, but it is very cold out there. So I'm a little nervous because the shipping hasn't updated and I haven't gotten a text saying he's out for delivery today. So I don't know if he's going to come today. And I was really banking on him showing up today. But I would find it ironic if he didn't, because then the universe is all like, are you sure you want to stay alive? Now you gotta, because you gotta wait till tomorrow for Hanako. You can't just like get him, decide you don't want to like find your happiness by through toys, and then just end it. And I'm just like, no, I just want to watch movies with Hanako. You know, wouldn't that be nice? But anyway, I have this open. Anyway, I'm a little anxious because, I don't know, he's so special to me. Such a precious little bun, which is like, it's a doll you haven't met yet, bro, come on. But, you know, I don't know, I pre-ordered Hanako a while ago. I think it was like shortly before his pre-order. No, I think it was Love at First Sight. And I was just like, who is this little cutie? I want him. And then I pre-ordered him. And then, like, was it a few months later? It might have been a few weeks later. I did that thing that I always do where I was like, so yeah, I like this character. A little too much. I probably should know more about them than just like their name, which I barely knew. And like I do that all the time with the characters that I like. Like I'll fall in love with a character's design or something and then watch whatever show they're from. That's how I like learned about Toga and I learned about Hanako. I liked their designs, so then I watched. You can kind of say that it's like that with Demon Slayer. Demon Hunter? Demon Slayer? You know what I'm talking about. That anime. I kind of like the character designs, but it's more so like the premise, the idea of the story that I've heard that has gotten me interested in Demon Slayer. And, yeah. I'm just really nervous because this is a little weird than how things usually go when I order things. And I mean, I could have put in all this work for things to go as planned, and then they don't. That's perfectly understandable, like, but at the same time, I don't know. It's weird when you consider, like, life, because, like, lately I've been contemplating over the fact that, like, in order to manifest, one has to, I mean, you have to both, I don't know. A lot of the times I don't try to like dictate things, I guess. I don't like the idea of having power over someone. Can I even say that? Like, I don't know. Like when it comes to trying to manifest things, I find that often I will struggle with manifesting certain things if it requires impeding somebody else's free will. Like it feels weird to me to if I were to ever be like, oh, I want this guy to ask me out on a date, so I'm gonna like put that energy out into the universe, and it just feels like I'm kind of like hexing somebody. You could argue that you're just like if you're doing it right, then you're just like putting suggestions out into the world, and then the suggestions hit them, and if it's like something that they resonate with, it'll like generate with them, and then the thought will like stick with them, and then they'll do the thing you want them to do. Maybe, I don't know, I need a spiritual guru to help guide me through the process of manifesting things that were related to people. Because it's like I don't take any personal responsibility for the actions of others. I am a 28-year-old shapeshifted unicorn. I'm only the mother to, I'm trying real hard not to say pug. I've been watching way too much Michelle. My thoughts will probably offend you. She opens her videos by saying she is a proud mother of a pug. I'm not a proud mother of a pug. I'm a proud parent of, I gotta remember to not use gendered terms in general. like, it's so normal to use gender terms for things, but I'm just like, let me not advocate for the stigma, because if I want to go by gender neutral terms, I should probably use them so that people know how to refer to me. And even though people don't really care about how to refer to you, then definitely not going to do you like you do you. And the world might be too good. Yeah, I'm definitely a proud fair owner. But I was going off on a tangent about something, but I forgot. If you guys have like seen Michelle, I don't remember her last name. I know it starts with a D, but I can't remember it right now. If you guys have seen her, I want like my upper body to look like hers. I just want like the big, look how tiny my shoulders are. I just want some big burly shoulders and some big meaty arms with nice six pack. I gotta actually work out to achieve those dreams. But I can't wait to be bench pressing niggas. I'm gonna be one of those people. It's like, oh, this is my 5-year-old child. I am not going to bench press them. And it's like they are giggling ferociously, and I am building my muscles. Arg, yeah. My poor little arm muscles. They're just like dying slowly. All the muscle on my body is just dying slowly, except maybe my ab muscles, as they do. And my calf muscles definitely have been dying because I don't work out my calves, because they're just on the cusp of like getting, those defined muscles that just kind of stick out and they're just like, ugh. I don't like those. Not in my delicate little calf muscles. My soft little calves. I don't want those big burly muscles. Not here though. Yeah. All up in the chest muscles, just rippling chest muscle. Such rippling chest muscle flattens out my chest. Oh man, wouldn't that be fun? So, anyway, it's like 1 now. I'm gonna check the doll shipping on my laptop. I said 12, I think. I'm trying to think now, because I'm trying to remember the doll tracking is listed in army time. It's listed in army time in Japan. But then when it's like Japan, 20 o'clock, Ohio, 12 o'clock. So I assume it was in Ohio at 12 yesterday. He really should be here today. I just think tracking is fucking with me. And that's okay, because I'm not fully patient yet. And I could use some patience. And I probably still have to just keep going and blatantly just believe in my capabilities as a powerful warlock, as well as trust in the universe that it has my better intentions in mind. I was laying in bed last night, and for the past few nights I've been listening to the same audiobook as I fall asleep. I like listening to audiobooks because it's not it is subject based, but it's not like a commentary video or something where it's just somebody talking and then you go to break and then they kind of because I don't know, a lot of videos have negative energy. I watch a lot of videos. I try to get into iNabber videos, but I found oftentimes when you're watching commentary videos, the people doing the video they're basically lying to you. And I don't think commentary really has place for lies in it, because it's one thing to opinionate what happened and the facts and all this, but when you're saying that somebody said this or they did that or their intention was that and it's just blatantly a lie, it's kind of fucked up. As a person that's really into Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, to well, can't say I'm really into them because I haven't really kept up to date with the stuff they do. So I am into them to the point where it's I'm aware of what they're like doing. Well, I guess not. No one's really aware of what Shane's doing anymore, but like I'm aware of what they're doing, and like I watch the videos so I can see how they respond to things. So like I'm watching these videos and people are like saying things that aren't true, and then I'm just like, but that never happened. Which ironically, I don't know if you saw Jeffree Star's latest campaign for his Palette Blood money. But I'm watching it and I'm just like, why are there no comments about, like, literally in the commercial, it's like him and everybody else is a person of color. And I'm like looking at it and I'm like, how come nobody's commenting on this? Like, not that I think that's an issue, but it's just kind of funny to me because everyone's like, oh yeah, Jeffree Star is a huge racist. And you would think that if this huge racist like fills their like only hires models of color, they could have been like some white ones in there, but to what I saw from the Instagram snippet, it looked like they were all people of color. So I'm just like, how come nobody is talking about this? I didn't even see like a comment that was like, oh, you only hired all black people because you want to seem like you're not a racist or some shit. You know, all that shit that people say and they deem it as fact because they assume that if you say things, then that instantly makes you a racist, which is weird that people would assume that calling a white person a nigger makes you a racist. It means that you hate black people. And it's only like the only justification for that is like, oh, you said the N word, so you're a racist. Not like, oh, you called a white person the N word to demean them, to make it seem like they were a black person because you were calling them a black person as an insult. I would understand if people were saying that, but no, they're not saying that. They're just saying that the N word makes you a racist, which would imply that every black person is a racist. I will give you the fact that they are a little ignorant for using nigga, which came from the word nigger, which was a racial slur created by the crackers, instead of using the term negus, which is of like African descent and is actually our word and might be the word that the crackers took to like mutilate and downplay the African Americans. So it's like, what do you want to be? Do you want to be a reformed slave or do you just want to be like a negus, my negus? But like, you know, who am I to talk? I use the word nigga almost every sentence. But at the same time, I'm not out here putting it in music and telling people they can't use the word while I belligerently use the word. Like, I don't know, it feels weird when white people say the word nigga, but I'm also a child who my brain goes, you're not allowed to say that, ooh, because I'm a child. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm not a child. No, I'm so, what's the word? Impressionable, there we go. But yeah, like, anyway, I'm going on a tangent. But I mean, there aren't many ways to say Hanukkah's coming, and I'm excited, well, nervous about it now, because now I'm just like, yeah, it's my birthday. The universe is gonna fuck me over, because I've been having way too good of a time. Just like, way too good of a time. Like, I got taken out for archery, and my friends threw me a surprise party, and people actually, like, care, and it's been nice, and I didn't have to suffer alone the last time I felt sick, and, you know, and now it's like, Hiroshima came on time, so are you just gonna, like, tell me to go fuck myself on the day? On the day. Whatever. I don't really care. I don't know if I mean that. But yeah, I listen to this audiobook before I go to sleep every night. It's called Unfuck Yourself. And I'm like laying in bed, or I'm laying there and feeling like I'm being called out. Because like the audiobook is all like, you're addicted to your drug of choice. And I'm just like, what? I don't know what you mean. And then it's all like, see how it affects your life. Like, you can't even see how it affects your life. Oh, I know how it affects my life. Let me pause this. You guys, it's my birthday. It's my birthday today. I'm 28 years old. That's a lie. I am 1,028 years old today. Yes, I know, I look so young. And it's kind of, I don't know. I don't know what it's kind of. But in 2 years, I'll be 30. That's the age Jesus was when he started Jesusing. The way I like to see it is I'm just in that phase, that like hidden phase that Jesus was in before he like went out into the world and started like living his best life. So I'm just going to do it the way Jesus did it. And I'm going to like detach myself from all the thoughts that tell me I'm not doing life right because I'm almost 30 and I don't even have like the notion of a partner yet. You know? I don't know if my roommate just heard me. But like, I don't know, I'm just going to embrace it because like life is short. And like as I told myself last night, like I shouldn't be worried about not having babies already because like I only wanted 3 of my own and I could just like spit those out rapid fire and then I could just start adopting like I wanted to, so it wouldn't even matter if you can't like perceive after some time because then you can just like adopt, you know. But then I could also like die alone and never find anybody. That's a possibility too. And you know, I guess what happens happens. It is what it is. I guess I'd like to believe that somebody worthy of my time and energy will just like appear one day and then I won't have to teach them how to be a decent human being or how to be a man. I mean, unless of course they're like a transgender man and they're like, hey, you seem to have this whole transgender thing down pat, can you teach me? To which case I'll be like, the fuck are you talking about, bro? I don't even know like how to identify. It's like, am I nothing or am I a boy in a girl's body? I don't even fucking know. Like, can you like find a good therapist and talk to them about it and then introduce me to your therapist? Because frankly, mine doesn't even want to have these conversations. I don't know how many times I gotta say, not a girl, before you stop referring to me as a woman. It's like, that would just feel weird. Like, even if I was the way I would want to be, it would still feel weird for people to depict me as a woman. I still have to, like, remind myself. Like, half the time I'm just like, oh, I wish I was a pretty girl. And everyone's like, you are a pretty girl. The fuck are you talking about? I'm like, but I don't feel like a girl. I'm just a trap. It's just a female body. But you're still a pretty girl, dude. Shut the fuck up. I'm just like, but it's not how I feel on the inside, which is so weird. It's so fucking weird. It's like, oh, you want to be a pretty girl? I don't know how to tell this to you, bro, but you kind of are. Can you stop? It's not even like fishing for compliments. It's just like an identity crisis. It's like, I want to be a pretty girl. You are, but I feel like a pretty boy. Actually, no, fuck that. I want to be a pretty boy. Whole new crisis just started. Welcome to your 28th year. Actually, it's easier to accept being a pretty boy than it is being a pretty girl. And now watch me get called woman 50 times today, all because I found a little happiness in being called a pretty boy. Man, I can't wait for the day where it's just a nice, tall, muscular Norse dude. Yeah, I want a Norse god now. I wanted a black king before, but now I want a Norse god. I mean, I want them both at the same time. But anyway, I want a Norse god, and I just want him to like appear and just be like, "What's up? How you doing, boy? You looking real cute. You gonna let me take you out on a date? At least 3 of them. Let me put a ring on it so I can get all up into that pussy. I'm just like, the fuck are you saying right now? I mean, yes, but the fuck? That would be fun. Anyway, I'm at 24 minutes and I've ranted about my anxieties in regards to Hanako. I'm gonna go impose on the free space that belongs to nobody right now. I guess except for partly me because I pay rent here. And I will talk to you guys after Hanako gets here. If this is the only video that gets uploaded today, assume he's not here. If the video gets uploaded at like 5 in the morning, assume he got here and my phone just took forever to upload the video. Fingers crossed. If you want to get me a present but you don't know where to send it, send positive energy that Hanako arrives today. That is the greatest gift. I mean, the only thing greater than that would be paying for my Inuyasha pre-orders. But, I mean, there's also Himiko and Mafu Mafu and Astolfo. Astolfo, your body is coming today. I took him off the body. He's over there now. Astolfo was on, where's Hanako's body? Astolfo was on Hanako's body, but he got kicked because Hanako's coming today. And it's Hanako's body, so get off of it. You have your own body that's coming later. But yeah, Yasha and Himiko are the most expensive. So, you know, if there are any sugar daddies out there,